Once upon a time, long before the modern world existed, there were civilizations that rose to incredible heights. They built massive cities, mastered engineering, understood the stars, and organized societies that functioned with astonishing precision. And then, they vanished. Today, only fragments remain, broken stones, silent ruins, and questions no one has fully answered. How could advanced civilizations disappear so completely? And more importantly, could the same fate await us? A lost civilization does not simply mean a destroyed city. It means something far more unsettling. It means lost knowledge, lost technologies, lost ways of understanding the world. In some cases, these civilizations achieved things that would not be replicated again for thousands of years. Yet history books often reduce them to footnotes or myths. Perhaps the most famous lost civilization of all is Atlantis. According to the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, Atlantis was not just an island, it was a powerful and advanced society, rich in resources, architecture, and knowledge. Plato described vast harbors, enormous structures, and a civilization that dominated the seas. But he also told of its downfall. In a single day and night, Atlantis was consumed by earthquakes and floods, and sank beneath the ocean. For centuries, Atlantis was dismissed as pure fiction, a moral story meant to warn against arrogance and corruption. Yet even today, researchers continue to search. Some look to the Mediterranean, others to the Atlantic Ocean. A few even point to Antarctica. No definitive proof has ever been found, but the idea of Atlantis refuses to disappear. Perhaps because it represents a terrifying possibility, that a highly advanced civilization can be erased almost instantly. While Atlantis remains a mystery, some lost civilizations are undeniably real. One of the most shocking discoveries in human history lies in southeastern Turkey, a site known as Göbekli Tepe. It dates back more than 12,000 years, thousands of years older than Stonehenge, older than the pyramids of Egypt. At Göbekli Tepe, massive stone pillars were carved and arranged into complex ceremonial structures. The carvings depict animals, symbols, and abstract forms with incredible precision. And here is the part that changes everything. There is no evidence of agriculture, no permanent housing, no signs of a traditional settled society. Yet these people organized large-scale construction projects that required planning, cooperation, and advanced understanding. This discovery shattered the long-held belief that civilization began with farming. Instead, it suggests something far more radical, that humans may have developed complex belief systems and social structures before settling down. Some researchers even propose that Göbekli Tepe is the last remaining trace of a much older, forgotten civilization, one that was lost long before recorded history began. If such a civilization existed, what destroyed it? A massive climate shift? A global catastrophe? Or something we have yet to understand? Göbekli Tepe was deliberately buried by its builders, carefully covered and abandoned. Why would a civilization hide its greatest achievement? These questions lead us to a disturbing realization. History may not be a straight line of progress. It may be a cycle. Civilizations rise, they reach their peak, and then they fall. In the next part, we will explore civilizations that did not fall through myth or mystery, but through silent collapse. Civilizations that disappeared without war, without invasion, and without clear explanation, and what their fate reveals about our own future.
Not all civilizations vanish in fire and chaos. Some disappear quietly, without great wars, without visible destruction. One of the most puzzling examples is the Indus Valley civilization. At its peak, it covered a vast region across modern-day Pakistan and India. Its cities were carefully planned, with straight streets, standardized bricks, and advanced drainage systems. In many ways, it was far ahead of its time. Homes had indoor plumbing. Wastewater flowed through covered channels. Weights and measurements were standardized across hundreds of miles. Yet something is missing from the archaeological record. There are no massive fortifications, no evidence of large-scale warfare, no signs of violent collapse. And then, slowly, the cities were abandoned. The people did not disappear overnight. They simply left. Some scholars believe changing climate patterns weakened monsoon rains. Others suggest rivers shifted their course, cutting off vital water supplies. Whatever the cause, an advanced civilization faded away without a final battle, without a clear ending. A similar mystery surrounds the Maya civilization. The Maya were masters of astronomy. They tracked planetary movements with extraordinary precision. Their calendars were more accurate than anything in Europe at the time. They built towering pyramids and vast cities deep within the jungle. And yet, by the 9th century, many of these cities were deserted. The Maya did not vanish as a people, but their urban centers collapsed. Evidence points to prolonged droughts, deforestation, and internal conflict. As resources dwindled, the complex system that supported the cities began to fail. The jungle reclaimed what humans once ruled, stone by stone, temple by temple. What connects these civilizations is not weakness, it is imbalance. They expanded faster than their environment could sustain. They relied on systems that required perfect conditions to survive. When those conditions changed, collapse followed, not with explosions, but with silence. History reveals a troubling pattern. The more complex a civilization becomes, the more fragile it may be. Trade networks, food production, climate stability. When one element fails, the entire structure can unravel. And often the people living through it do not realize what is happening until it is too late. Today, we live in the most technologically advanced civilization in history. We control energy, data, and global systems unimaginable to ancient societies. But we also depend on delicate balances, climate, resources, social stability. The lost civilizations of the past are not just stories, they are warnings. They remind us that progress does not guarantee survival, that intelligence does not equal permanence. Every civilization believes it is different. Every civilization believes it will last, until it doesn't. One day, future generations may study our cities the same way we study ancient ruins. They may ask how such an advanced society could disappear, and they may find the answer in the same patterns we see today. Civilizations do not fall because they are weak. They fall because they forget their limits. History does not repeat itself exactly, but it often rhymes, and the echoes of lost civilizations are still speaking if we choose to listen.